Hi everyone, in this video we would see how to carry out operations on matrices. Now if A equals this, we want to evaluate A squared minus 3A plus I, where I is the 2 by 2 identity matrix. Now to do this, we'll first find A squared. Now A squared equals 2315 times 2315. So we multiply A by itself. Now to do this, to carry out this matrix multiplication, we multiply the first row by the first column here, and that gives us 2 times 2, 2 times 2, plus 3 times 1, 3 times 1, and then here we have the first row times the second column. So we have 2 times 3 plus 3 times 5, 3 times 5, and then for this part we multiply this row with this column to give 1 times 2, 1 times 2 plus 5 times 1, and lastly this row with this column, 1 times 3 plus 5 times 5. This is equal to 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 times 5 is 15, and here 1 times 2 is 2, plus 5 times 1 is 5, 1 times 3 is 3, plus 5 times 5 is 25. And this equals 4 plus 3 is 7, this is 21 here, 2 plus 5 is 7, and 3 plus 25 is 28. So A squared gives this. Now let's look for 3A. Let's evaluate 3A. So 3A equals 3 times A. A is 2, 3, 1, 5. Now to carry out this scalar multiplication, we multiply 3 by each term in the matrices, each element in this matrix. So 3 times 2 gives 6, 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 1, 3, and 3 times 5, 15. Now the 2 by 2 identity matrix I equals 1, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, A squared minus 3A plus I equals, A squared is 7, 21, 7, 28, minus 3A, 3A is 6, 9, 3, 15, plus I, the identity matrix, which is 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is equal to, let's subtract this first. 7 minus 6 is 1, 21 minus 9 is 12, 7 minus 3 is 4, and 28 minus 15 is 13, plus the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. And this is equal to 1 plus 1, we add them 10 by 10. 1 plus 1 is 2, 12 plus 0 is 12, 4 plus 0 is 4, and 13 plus 1 is 14. And so this gives the value to this expression, A squared minus 3A plus I. Now let's see another example. If A equals this, evaluate A squared minus 5I minus 2A, where A is the 2 by 2 identity matrix. So let's evaluate A squared, which is equal to A times A. 1 minus 3, 4, and 2. So to carry out this multiplication, we multiply the rows, the first row by the first column here. And so we have 1 times 1 plus minus 3 times 4. And then for this entry, we have 1 times minus 3 plus minus 3 times 2. And for this entry, we have this row times the first column. So we have 4 times 1 plus 2 times 4. 2 times 4. And then for the last entry here, we have 4 times minus 3 plus 2 times 2. And this gives 1 times 1 is 1, minus 3 times 4 is minus 12. 4 times 1 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. Here we have 1 times minus 3, that's minus 3. Minus 3 times 2 gives minus 6. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. 2 times 2 is 4. And this is equal to 1 minus 12 is minus 11. Minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. 4 plus 8 is 12. And minus 12 plus 4 gives minus 8. We now evaluate 5i. 5i equals 5 times the 2 by 2 identity matrix is 1, 0, 0, 1. And this gives, so we carry out this scalar multiplication, 5 times each entry in the matrix. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, and 5 times 1 is 5. And then lastly, we evaluate 2a. 2a equals 2 times a. A is 1 minus 3, 4, and 2. And this gives 2 times 1, 2. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 2 is 4. So, a squared minus 5i minus 2a equals, a squared is minus 11 minus 9, 12 minus 8, then minus 5i, this is 5i, 5, 0, 0, 5, minus 2a, 2 minus 6, 8, 4. So to do this, let's carry out this subtraction first. So we subtract them entry by entry. Corresponding entry subtracts corresponding entry in those two matrices. So we have minus 11 minus 5, that's minus 16. Minus 9 minus 0 is minus 0. 12 minus 0 is 12. Minus 8 minus 5 gives minus 13. Then minus what we have here, this is 2, minus 6, 8, and 4. And this gives minus 16 minus 2 gives minus 18. Minus 9 minus 6, that's minus 9 plus 6, which is minus 3. And then 12 minus 8 gives 4. And minus 13 minus 4 is minus 17. So this gives the value to this expression. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, you can drop them in the comment section. Thank you.